What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another predicted lineup, the last predicted lineup before the World Cup and before Tottenham take a month break in the middle of the season. And we place Leeds at home, 3 o'clock kickoff tomorrow at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Antonio Conte has done his press conference. There is some team news, and what is it, Sim?
Yeah, Ryan Sessegnon obviously pulled up on the hour mark on Wednesday night, and he did finish the game, but he did not look very comfortable, and he is ruled out for this weekend, so he won't be available. Heung-min Son and Cuti Romero continue their comebacks from injury, and they're not going to be available for this weekend, but they're probably looking to be back fit for the World Cup. Other than that, we have a clean bill of health. Obviously, Richarlison and Kulusevski both had getting minutes on Wednesday night, and they're both available in the squad for Saturday. And he said they're going to have one more training session to decide whether they're going to start or not. But yeah, good news other than that on the injury front.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get straight into it. We're going for a 3-4-3 formation. In goal is a return to Hugo Lloris back in between the sticks. As Fraser Forster had a good game, though, didn't he?
He did. And, I guess there will be some fans who are saying, well, Lloris has been in great form. Forster had a good game. Should he be recalled? Sorry, should Forster get his first Premier League start? But I think Lloris is still going to retain his place. And I think there's probably going to be under a bit of pressure in this game, but hopefully he'll be all right. But Forster did have a good game, so he's a bit unlucky not to make the team.
Yeah. Let's look at the right wing-back situation. Spence came on in the last game, had a somewhat positive cameo. Emerson's there, Doherty's there. We are siding with Doherty for this game, but I do have a slight feeling after that cameo did get half an hour, his longest time in a Spurs shirt. I got a feeling Spence could play this one, but we are just about siding with Doherty.
Doherty had a brilliant game. I remember last year against Leeds. He really knew how to exploit the space they were leaving behind, although it was a different Leeds team under Bielsa back then. He did start on Wednesday night to not great effect. But in this kind of game, with a very attacking Leeds side, I feel like Doherty's going to be best placed to exploit them going forward. So we think he's going to get the nod in this one.
Yeah, but like I said, I do have a slight feeling it could be Spence. But to be fair, Emerson didn't even play last game, did he? So
I just hope it's not him.
Yeah, I hope it's not him. But like the signs do kind of point towards Emerson playing this game. But let's move on to the centre-back options. And right centre-back, we're going to side with Eric Dyer for this one.
Yeah, Sanchez had another poor game on Wednesday night. Dyer's been decent in that position, and I also feel like when he gets the chances to go forward, he could be quite effective on that right centre-back role. So we're thinking he's going to return to that position.
So Eric Dyer on the right. In the middle, we're going to put Clement Longley there, who I've been really impressed with in that position.
Yeah, he's done all right, and I thought he was probably our best defender against Forest as well, but it's not saying much, as there was a shit show pretty much. But I think he's done pretty well by and large in that central role, and we think he's going to go back there.
And then to make up that back three, there's only one option there. If Dyer and Longley are in those positions, then that's going to be Ben Davies.
Yep. Again, been at his best recently, but hopefully he can up his performance for one last time just for the World Cup, so we can end this period well.
Yeah, and then the left wing back, we're going to put Ivan Perisic there, and we're going to need his crossing ability in this game.
Yeah, especially from set pieces. Leeds can be vulnerable from set pieces at times, and he's been much better in the left wing back role, in my opinion. I know he's done a job up front, but I don't think he's as good there. And set pieces is going to be a big avenue, especially if we're not having lots of possession. So he's going to be crucial for me.
So let's run through that back line with you guys one more time. It's Hugo Lloris in goal, right wing back Matt Doherty, left back Ivan Perisic, and in the centre back positions Eric Dyer, Clement Longley and Ben Davies. Moving on to the midfield, Rodrigo Bentancur, who only played 45 minutes last game. We're expecting him to start the game.
Yeah, it was clearly planned. Conte said that after the game, so we're thinking that he gave Højbjerg and Bentancur 45 minutes each, so neither of them will be too tired for this weekend. Although Bissouma, he had a pretty poor game, to be fair, against Forest, but he was good in the first half and he has been improving. But we're just thinking Bentancur will continue his good form and start.
Yeah, and he will be alongside Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I don't think his performances of late have maybe mirrored how good he was at the start of the season, so hopefully he can get back to there in the game tomorrow.
Yeah, again, he got taken off at half-time, was in the wars a bit on Wednesday night. Hopefully he's fit enough to start. We think he will be. And I think when they're paired together, they've done a very good job. So I think that's what Conte will be banking on.
Yes, that's a double pivot of Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Rodrigo Bentancur on the right-hand side of the attack. Hopefully a return for Dejan Kulusevski.
Yeah, so he's had 2 cameos now, one against Liverpool, one against Forest. Forest wasn't so great. For Liverpool, he looked like a breath of fresh air. So we're thinking he should be in line to start this weekend, and obviously he's not going to the World Cup, so very little excuse not to have him in the lineup for me. So we're putting him in.
Yeah, up top, we're looking at Harry Kane. I am a bit worried about Harry Kane, seeing as how tight he did look on Wednesday. Hopefully the rest of coming off a bit early and from then until now is enough, but I still have my reservations about that.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be all right. He did get taken off early, I'm guessing, with a view of resting him for this weekend. So I don't think there's any doubt he will start. But he needs to be a lot fresher than he was on Wednesday night if we're going to have an impact on this game and take all 3 points. And obviously, there's going to, one game before the World Cup. He's captain of England. He's captain of his country. It's going to be about. Surely he'll be back in the back of his mind. That he doesn't want to get an injury, but hopefully he'll be on top of his game for the last one before the World Cup.
Yeah, and it's not just him, but I'll get into that in a second. But to finish off that starting 11 on the left-hand side, we're going to put Richarlison.
Yeah, hopefully he'll get one more start before he heads off for Brazil. He was quite bright, I thought, against Forest, playing up front, not on the wing this time, but hopefully in his more preferred left-hand side position, maybe he can impact the game more positively than he has done, I think, when he plays on the right.
Yeah, so I'm actually a bit worried coming into this game, not only because we haven't been playing well and Leeds have started to play well and we look tired and they're really energetic, but in terms of this team that we've picked out, you've got Hugo Lloris, Eric Dyer, Ben Davis, Ivan Perisic, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Rodrigo Bentancur, Richarlison and Kane. That's 8 players all going to the World Cup. And whether you think about it subconsciously or it's fully in their consciousness, you're gonna, it's gonna be a worry for them to pick up an injury and not go full pelt in this game because the World Cup is literally just a week away or just over a week away, and I'm worried about that, man.
You should be, and it's Conte's job to make sure that they're not thinking about that. They're thinking about the 90 minutes at hand, but naturally. There is always going to be that, if a 50-50 does come and, there's a chance, even if there's a chance in the box and you have to really put your head where it hurts to get the goal or put your foot in there where there's a risk of injury, are they going to do it? And that's a big question mark. I'm not saying they're not, but that is a question mark going into this game. Hopefully they can put it at the back of their minds and just concentrate on the 90 minutes. And then hopefully they won't get injured and everything will be all right. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's Conte's job to make sure they're fully focused. I'm sure he'll do his best. And the rest is on the players to make sure they can get the job done. Yeah,
when you're looking at the Leeds team, I mean, not many of those players are going to the World Cup. You're talking about Aronson's probably going with America. But apart from that, is there many other players going from the Leeds team? Probably not.
I think off the top of my head.
But probably not too many, maybe 1 or 2. But it's a big worry for me, big worry. So I'm going into this game really, really cautious about the result and about how we're going to play. But let's run through that lineup with you guys one more time. So that's Hugo Lloris in goal, Dyer, Longley and Davis in the back 3, Ivan Perisic at left wing back, Matt Doherty at right wing back, Bentancur and Højbjerg in the double pivot, Richarlison and Kulusevski supporting Harry Kane. What is this prediction from you?
I'm going 3-2 to Spurs. I think with the firepower we have there, we should have enough to exploit Leeds, and from set pieces I reckon we can get a goal or 2 as well. I do think Leeds are going to come out, they're full of confidence, on a good run, they're full of energy and they press very intensely, so I think they could definitely hurt our defence the way we're defending at the moment. But I'm just hoping one last push for the World Cup. We have the quality there. Hopefully we just get 1 more 3 points and then the season go in the back of our minds till December. So I'm going with a 3-2 victory.
Yeah, I'm really worried about this, guys. Really worried. I'm not confident at all for 3 points. I know it's probably not what you want to hear at this stage going into the game, but my prediction is 2-2. I think Leeds are going to come at us, and I'm not sure if our defence can hold strong against it. Hopefully the firepower going forward with Kulusevski, Richarlison and Harry Kane can put us in good stead, but with Harry Kane and the fatigue and Højbjerg and Bentancur as well, it's going to be a very hard game for us. But like Sim says, hopefully we can just come together for one last game before the World Cup, and the fans and everyone can give the team a final win, one last win before the World Cup, and we can get the 3 points. But my prediction is 2-2. Sim is going 3-2 to Spurs. I want to know your predictions in the comment section below, and also let us know your predicted lineups in the comment section below as well. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.